Hello, and welcome to another Rouge unit of the week. And today we're taking a look at the Tan Sham Short Arrow. The Tan Sham, or the Type 81 Surface Air Missile, is an infrared SAM piece which is used by the JSDF. As the name might suggest, it entered into service in 1981. Your developmental work for this missile system actually started in the mid-60s. It's basically meant to be the middle ground between a Stinger manpad or the much larger Hawk missile system. The Type 81 is mounted on the back of a Type 73 6x6 truck. Throughout the 80s and early 90s, they would continue making improvements on the missile system, and it is still in use by the JSDF today. In-game, the Tan Sham Short Arrow is a 65-point anti-aircraft piece available to Japan, and it has a single weapon. That weapon being, unsurprisingly, the Tan SAM, which are 8 fire and forget infrared missiles. They have a range of 3.3 kilometers against helicopters, 2.6 against aircraft, a 50% accuracy, 5 HP, and a reload time of 20 seconds. It's a pretty good long-range anti-helicopter piece. You use this mainly to shoot down helicopters. Unsurprisingly, not as great as shooting down aircraft, but that's really due to its rather poor anti-plane range. Down to miscellaneous stats, it has no armor whatsoever, 10 HP, medium size, very good air detection, a speed of 65 kilometers off-road, 150 on the road, a fuel autonomy of 600 kilometers, and is type restricted to motorized airborne support and marine decks. In battle, the Tan Sham Short Arrow is basically the Blue Dragon's equivalent of getting either a Crotale or an M48A3 Chaparral. And, well, I say equivalent, but it's a little bit inferior compared to both. The two main things is, first up, you have less high explosive power, 5 compared to 6, which isn't a huge deal, but that can make a difference when trying to shoot down more tanky helicopters, such as Hinds. And also, you do not have any armor whatsoever. Even though the armor on the Chaparral and the Crotale isn't going to do much, it is something at least. And even though this is an inferior piece compared to those two fantastic anti-helicopter pieces, it's still not a bad unit. It's actually quite decent for what you're getting. For a Blue Dragon stack, this is really the best anti-helicopter option you have available. You can get the Avenger as well, but it's not as good really. As with anti-helicopter weaponry, you really just want range in the end of the day. As there's a 3.3 kilometers, you can pretty much outrange all helicopter ATGMs, giving you a rather lovely threat radius. You do get a good amount of availability in a Blue Dragon deck, with 7 per card, with 2 cards available. You wouldn't really ever need 2 cards in most situations, unless you're playing against a 10v10 team who is really trying to tactically outplay you. Overall, it's a decent anti-aircraft unit for what you're getting. It's not the best in its category, but it can get the job done in the end of the day. And well, I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been another Angry Unit of the Week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.